Hello. Tonight we will talk about where is the place of the Holy Spirit in the church in United States. When I come first in United States, I was very shocked by the fact that we have like white church and African American church. And for the people in the United States, it was very normal because it was about the manifestation of the Holy Spirit. In some African American church, you can see some people shout by the Holy Spirit, cry by the Holy Spirit, pray by the Holy Spirit. But sometimes when you go in some white American church, you can see like people, they are very calm, they are very silent, but you can feel also the presence of God over there. What that means? This is about the manifestation of the presence of God, the manifestation of the Holy Spirit. We can read it in the book of Acts chapter 2 verse 2. And suddenly there came from heaven a sound like the rushing of a violent wind, and all the house where they were was filled of heat. And this is like the manifestation of the Holy Spirit like a mighty wind. And you can see it and you can feel it when you go in some American African church. You can see the people, they shout for God, they shout, they cry for God because of the Holy Spirit. This is one of the manifestation of the Holy Spirit. But sometimes when I tell you, you go in some white American church, people are very calm, very silent, but you can feel the presence of God also. We can read it in the book of 1 King 19 verse 12. And after the earth shook a fire, but the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire, the sound of a soft breath. And in this church, you can see people are very silent, but you can feel the presence of God. The presence of God is not like a mighty fire, like a people shouting, but you know that God is here. What is really the presence of God? What is really the Holy Spirit? The Holy Spirit is the presence of God is one place. The Holy Spirit is the manifestation of the power of God in one place. And we will read in the book of 2 Corinthians 3 verse 17. The book of Corinthians say, now the Lord is the Spirit. And where is the Spirit of the Lord, there is freedom. And I want to tell you that the Holy Spirit is the presence of God. The Holy Spirit is where God is. And where God is, there is freedom. If you go in some place and you don't have the freedom to shout, you shout because they tell you you have to shout, you have to do this. No, this is not the Holy Spirit. If you shout by yourself, if you shout because you are free, you feel the freedom in your heart to shout, that means that the Holy Spirit is there. That means that this is the presence of God. If you go in one place and you feel free to be calm, you feel free to not speak, to stay in silence, that means that God is here. Because where is the Holy Spirit, there is freedom. And today in our church in the United States, we want to take the place of the Holy Spirit. We want to take the place of God because we are so organized. We know everything in our church. You know everything we have to do. We know everything we have to say. This is good, but this is not good sometimes because we have to give the first place to the Holy Spirit, because the Holy Spirit wants to have the place of the King. The Holy Spirit don't want to be in another part. When you meet him, Holy Spirit come. No, the Holy Spirit want to have the first place. And God tell me that during the conference I will organize during the month of February in the United States, I have to share with the church that We have to give the first place to the Holy Spirit. We have to put the Holy Spirit like a king in our church, in our life, in everything we will do. It's good to be organized, but it's also very important to give the first place to the Holy Spirit, to give the place of the King to the Holy Spirit. Amen.